before, and there's like a drinking going on. And so, I feel a little better.
For decades, Diane Keaton has fascinated Hollywood, not just with her iconic roles or timeless fashion, but with her unwavering independence. While most of her peers tied the knot, she carved a different path, one that defied convention and celebrated individuality. Behind her charm, eccentric humor, and romantic escapades with legends like Al Pacino and Woody Allen lies a deeper truth. Keaton's lifelong decision to remain single wasn't born out of fear or circumstance, but conviction. Her story is one of self-discovery, courage, and a quiet rebellion against expectations. In Hollywood's love-obsessed world, Diane Keaton dared to love differently by choosing herself. Little beginnings, the spark before stardom. Before fame, Diane Keaton was Diane Hall, a bright young girl from Los Angeles who grew up surrounded by creativity. Her mother, Dorothy, wasn't just a homemaker, she was a performer at heart who once won the Mrs. Los Angeles pageant, and that experience left a deep impression on Diane. Watching her mother shine on stage awakened a sense of purpose in her. The idea that women could be more than wives and mothers, they could be seen, celebrated, and independent. Raised in a religious household under structured rules, Diane quickly learned that her soul leaned toward rebellion and artistic freedom. She admired strong, unapologetic women like Katharine Hepburn who embodied independence and strength. This admiration planted an early seed of defiance within her. Even as a child, Diane knew she didn't want to wait for life to happen or for someone to save her. She wanted to take control of her story and live boldly on her own terms. Finding her voice. From college to New York City College, life was too confined for Diane Keaton's restless energy. After brief studies at Santa Ana and Orange Coast College, she realized she wanted something bigger, something beyond textbooks and ordinary expectations. So she made a daring move to New York City, the epicenter of art and ambition. There she joined the neighborhood playhouse, immersing herself in the Meisner acting technique, which emphasized emotional truth and real connection. To survive, she sang at nightclubs, learning how to captivate an audience not with perfection but authenticity. It was in New York that Diane made a defining decision to take her mother's maiden name, Keaton, marking the start of her transformation from a young dreamer into a woman of identity and purpose. That change wasn't just professional, it was deeply personal. She wasn't merely chasing fame, she was crafting her own sense of self, building a life that reflected her creativity, confidence, and individuality rather than anyone else's expectations. The breakthrough, from Broadway to The Godfather. Diane Keaton's climb to fame was not quick or easy, it was built on courage and conviction. Her early Broadway role in Hair showcased her willingness to stand by her values. She famously refused to perform nude, even when offered extra pay, a decision that set her apart as a woman of integrity. Her next big step came with Woody Allen's Play It Again, Sam, which earned her a Tony nomination and proved her comedic timing and charm were irresistible. Then, The Godfather changed everything. As Kay Adams, the conflicted wife of Al Pacino's Michael Corleone, she brought quiet depth to a male-dominated narrative. Though her screen time was limited, her emotional complexity gave the story heart. Critics later called her the emotional anchor of the saga, a woman torn between love and morality. The Godfather solidified her as more than a leading lady. She became a symbol of layered, intelligent, and nuanced storytelling in cinema. The Lovers, Hollywood's unconventional romantic. Diane Keaton's love life has always been the stuff of Hollywood fascination, full of intensity, charm, and complexity. Her chemistry with Woody Allen, both on and off screen, led to Annie Hall, a film that mirrored their real connection. Their relationship blended art and affection but eventually ended, though their friendship endured. With Al Pacino, her romance became even more passionate. They met on The Godfather set, and their bond deepened during The Godfather Part 2. Diane wanted commitment, Al wasn't ready, and when she demanded marriage, he walked away. Yet their love and mutual respect never faded. Later, she found another deep connection with Warren Beatty during Reds, drawn to his brilliance and drive. Then came rumors of a possible fling with Keanu Reeves, their on-screen chemistry fueling speculation. Whether true or not, Diane's relationships reflected her spirit. She loved deeply but never lost herself in love. Every romance became another expression of her freedom. Standing by Woody Allen, loyalty amid controversy. When Woody Allen became embroiled in one of Hollywood's most explosive scandals, Diane Keaton's loyalty to him was both admired and condemned. In the early 1990s, Allen was accused by his longtime partner Mia Farrow of inappropriate behavior with their adopted daughter Dylan. The allegations were shocking and split the industry. While many celebrities distanced themselves, Keaton stood firmly by his side, saying simply, "I believe my friend." Her unwavering support drew sharp criticism, especially from Dylan, who publicly asked how Keaton could defend him. This loyalty was a window into Keaton's nature. She was fiercely protective of those she loved, even when the world turned against them. The controversy, however, complicated her image as Hollywood's beloved eccentric. For some, it proved her steadfastness. For others, it raised uncomfortable questions about denial and accountability. Through it all, Keaton remained true to her belief that personal experience, not public opinion, should define her relationships. The shadow of scandal, the Woody Allen divide. The Woody Allen scandal created one of Hollywood's most enduring moral divides. Investigations into the allegations yielded no definitive proof of abuse, but the shadow of doubt never fully lifted. While Allen continued making films and winning accolades, Dylan Farrow as an adult renewed her accusations, reigniting public outrage. Diane Keaton, however, remained silent in condemnation and consistent in friendship. She saw Allen as a man she had known for decades, a flawed but familiar friend, not the predator the media portrayed. This perspective sparked endless debate. Was her loyalty admirable or misguided? Could empathy coexist with accountability? For Keaton, it was less about defending a crime and more about defending a connection she believed in. Her stance revealed the painful complexity of moral choices in the public eye, a reminder that loyalty, while noble, can sometimes blur the lines between trust and truth in deeply personal ways. Why Diane Keaton never married. Diane Keaton's choice to remain unmarried was deliberate, not accidental. Unlike many who chase the comfort of commitment, she saw marriage as a potential loss of identity. Her decision was shaped early by her mother's life, a woman who sacrificed her ambitions to care for family. Diane loved her mother but feared that same surrender. Marriage to her symbolized safety at the cost of freedom. Despite her deep connections with men like Pacino and Beatty, she always knew she valued independence more. As she once said, "I'm attracted to men, but I don't need them." Over the years, she embraced solitude as strength, not loneliness. Her energy went into art, friendship, and later motherhood, proving that fulfillment doesn't require a partner. For Diane Keaton, life without marriage wasn't empty. It was abundant, full of creativity, humor, and the satisfaction of living honestly without compromise or apology. A life rewritten, redefining womanhood in Hollywood. Diane Keaton's journey redefined what it meant to be a woman in Hollywood. In a culture obsessed with beauty, youth, and romance, she defied expectations at every turn. Instead of chasing roles that glamorized aging, she leaned into it with humor and authenticity. Her signature style, tailored suits, quirky hats, and bold confidence, became her armor and expression of individuality. In her 50s, she adopted 2 children, proving that love and family could flourish outside marriage. Keaton taught the world that self-worth isn't tied to societal milestones like weddings or status. It's rooted in personal happiness. Her career choices mirrored this truth. She often portrayed women who were intelligent, self-aware, and unapologetically unique. By living on her own terms, she became an inspiration for generations, showing that womanhood is not about fitting in. It's about standing out, embracing imperfection, and living life as an evolving, fearless masterpiece. The legacy of self-choice. Diane Keaton's legacy is not built merely on awards or film credits. It's the story of a woman who lived life unapologetically on her own terms. She has shown that love doesn't always lead to marriage, and happiness doesn't always come from convention. Her laughter, honesty, and quirks have made her both relatable and iconic. Beyond acting, she's a mother, author, and creative spirit who continues to reinvent herself with age. Keaton's greatest lesson is that independence is not isolation, it's empowerment. She proved that choosing oneself is not selfish, it's an act of courage. In a world where women are often defined by relationships or expectations, Diane Keaton stands as proof that fulfillment comes from within. Her life is a beautiful contradiction, romantic yet solitary, glamorous yet grounded. Through every chapter, she reminds us that sometimes the most profound love story we can live is the one we write for ourselves.